Hi, welcome to the show. Now, we're all familiar with acronyms for cloud services such as SaaS, software as a service, maybe even PaaS, platform as a service, and maybe even IaaS, infrastructure as a service. But stepping down from the cloud for today's show, what else can we as an industry benefit from as a service?
Yeah, today we're delighted to welcome David Thomas from International Sales Team, IST, all the way from Australia, frogs and all, bringing with him another acronym for you, STaaS. Welcome to the show, David. How are you doing? So we've heard of those as a service acronyms before. Give us a bit of a rundown of STaaS. What are you offering?
Thanks, Matt. Hello, Simon. Thank you very much. Good to speak to you this evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be on KitPlus.
Yeah.
Look, to answer your question, STaaS, we think, stands for Sales Team as a Service. A little bit of a play on words there, but we've created International Sales Team as to enable manufacturers and service providers to an easy, cost-effective, and quick way of growing their global sales. We are a sales team for hire, and hence our little play there on as a play on words to STaaS. Look, the world has changed a lot, and international business has changed a lot, and I think companies that are in the international business space need to change along with everything else. So, look, we recognise that there's challenges for businesses to grow and establish new distribution chains into new countries. There's traps with local employment laws, culture, not to mention COVID-19, which has stopped most global travel in its tracks. So sitting in front of a customer is a bit of a challenge these days, isn't it? And then on the other hand, we've got a pool of talent, television talent, sales talent, that's become available as companies are changing and are rationalising. So we saw an opportunity to put that talent to work and solve those entry barriers for companies that are trying to expand globally. So we've built a team of highly respected local individuals on the ground in all the major global markets of the world. And this means that we can assist manufacturers to enter into new areas. We are an alternative to the more traditional model of dealers, resellers. We might even replace a manufacturer's own in-house sales team if it makes sense.
So on that note then, David, how does the service that ITS offer differ from the traditional dealer and reseller network experience that many people have got used to?
Look, fundamentally, we differ as all quotations, invoices and money flows directly from the end user back to the manufacturer. Effectively, the manufacturer is in control. Our staff, our IST staff, effectively work for the manufacturer and is under the control of the manufacturer. So it's as if they were an employee. They might even carry a business card with the manufacturer's logo, if that makes sense. And this is distinct from a lot of in-country distribution models where they're independent operators and ultimately they're focused on their own profit. And maybe even offering competing manufacturers' products. So look, that wouldn't happen with us. We're very particular to protect our customers. Look, there's also the local aspect of it, that we, some dealers are international, but they're actually physically located in a single country, whereas we emphasise local, on-the-ground talent. And that's how we conduct business.
Okay. So why wouldn't the manufacturers in the various regions why would they not employ their own sales team directly? Why replace them? What's the benefit?
Look, I suppose there's a number of reasons, not the least of which might be cost. We would suggest that our cost structure will be a fraction of running an in-country sales team. We principally offer economies of scale. There's also other considerations. Right. There's the liabilities and obligations of hiring staff. There's health contributions. There's insurance policies. There's pensions. And if things don't go to plan, there's always the cost of separation. And we negate those liabilities.
So just let's take an example, David. Just say a UK manufacturer wanted a sales representation in, say, Spain, for example. There's the obvious advantages of the language barriers would be solved and things like that. But what about the technical expertise? Is that down to the manufacturer to offer the training, or do you find someone in Spain that would already have those skills, so to speak?
Look, I'd suggest that we've got a pretty broad base of expertise across the workflow of television and entertainment, from acquisition, studio production, and so forth through to transmission. So but I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that we know everything about everything. And the product training, Simon, would be an element of us working together for sure.
And do the guys work very much as a reactive sales force, or is there some proactive sales going on as well? Are you actively getting out there to promote these, your manufacturers to the customers?
Definitely proactive, Matt. This is all about this is all about promoting and seeking out and hunting. You know, the old definition of hunters and gatherers. These are hunters. Yeah. They're looking for new business. We're looking to grow sales, not just maintain a customer base or harvest what's there today. Look, I suppose we envisage at least two models. It's people who want to expand into a new country completely, and so there's no existing customer base at all. And there's those that may have an existing distribution model, and we would offer an alternative to that. So it's proactive. Matt is the key message there.
And I guess also in these particular times when travel to events is nigh on impossible, I guess if you have a representation in another country, that ITS can effectively attend that event on behalf of that manufacturer.
Indeed. Look, we see that as key. I mean, the world has changed, hasn't it? Travel now is a challenge, and having people on the ground to actually sit in front of customers and to just do the basic promotional stuff of attending conferences, exhibitions, and so forth, and just industry beer and chips is what's required, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the end users? Can you sort of highlight any benefits that the end users are going to see?
Look, I suppose hopefully it's neutral to the end user in that he had neutral. I suppose he has the advantage that people people are visiting him now where previously manufacturers were not visiting him or her. Yeah. I suppose it's an age-old dilemma, isn't it? What value does the local agent provide? Well, they're a phone call away, and we would say that we will be able to streamline the fundamental issues of freight in and out of a country, carnage if necessary for repairs and return, just duties, taxes, and freighting logistics need to be taken care of. And our local people on the ground know that, facilitate that, and it should be a painless exercise for the end user. Yeah, and ultimately, that's what's required to grow your sales, isn't it? Happy customers and
yeah, absolutely. So what types of manufacturers are benefiting from STaaS right now? And just to roll another question in, I guess a big question: what is the cost to that manufacturer of using your services?
Look, I might answer your second question first, Simon, because cost. Obviously is very material to any decision in this area. Look, we'd suggest that I suppose firstly, every company is different. They have their own ideas of their own products, their own margins, their own philosophies, business models, expectations. So our expectation is that every contract we do with a customer is going to be unique. But that said, we do have a pricing policy that says a low fixed retainer and a variable commission on sales. So by that means we are incentivized, our interests are aligned with the manufacturer in that we endeavour to keep our fixed costs low, and we are rewarded through sales, and that's our pricing structure. Your first question about who's benefiting, look, we would suggest that we can accommodate most manufacturers in the broadcast, media and entertainment industries through, as I said, all the way from acquisition to transmission. Look, where are we active at the moment? Probably more towards the transmission side of things, but that's just the way the cards have landed.
Okay.
So if you're concentrating at the moment, or that seems to be where you're hot at the moment, and you're not long really, you haven't launched that long ago, are you looking to expand your skill set, your team globally with different with more recruitment of different skills?
Yes, Matt, certainly. Look, the world is a big place, isn't it? And there's a lot of territory to cover. And we'd be very interested to speak with anyone, with any talent that would be interested in considering joining a youngish, dynamic company, young company, not necessarily the individuals. Look, the way to contact us, if I may suggest, is through our website, which is all one word, internationalsalesteam.com. And all the contact details are on there if anyone wants to be in contact with us.
Sounds great, David. Well, thank you very much. And of course, anybody that's looking to expand their sales force should check out that link. Thanks for joining us today, David, again. And thanks to Mediaproxy for their support in making these shows possible. You can find out more about them at mediaproxy.com. We'll see you next time.